Hi, welcome to my first Ignite talk. My name's Chitin, and my presentation today will be about metacognition, which I've chosen to talk about because it seems to be a recurrent theme and it's well-established hallmark of good teaching practice. The purpose of this presentation is to highlight the definition of metacognition, the value of metacognition, and a few examples of metacognitive strategies that can be used in a classroom. These are from Chopuis's work, but they are recommended by others as well. A lot of experts reinforce her ideas, and it's obvious that they draw upon each other. Metacognition is defined as thinking about one's own thinking and learning. We have all evolved to be metacognitive, so it's in some way it's an innate ability. However, it can be honed like any other skill. The benefits of metacognition in the classroom are very well established. Research by Donovan, Bransford, Chopuis, Love, Jackson, and many others has established the importance of metacognition. Their findings are summarized in the following few slides. Bransford and colleagues express that metacognition increases students' ability to adapt their learning, allows them to gain a level of awareness above the subject, and provides a chance for them to think about themselves as learners as they contemplate tasks and contexts of different learning situations. Bransford and Donovan's third principle of how students learn highlights the value of metacognition. A metacognitive approach to instruction can help students learn to take control of their own learning by defining learning goals and monitoring their progress in achieving them. Chopuis also sees the value in metacognition. Strategies 1, 4, and 7 are absolutely essential to metacognition. Strategy 2 is also metacognitive as long as students are helping to define quality. The 7 strategies are a progression that result in a metacognitive approach to learning. Love claims that metacognitive approach allows for effective learning in complex situations. This metacognitive cycle you see here, it illustrates the metacognitive approach driving motivation and shifting goal orientation towards mastery. You can see in the last few slides that the word goal appeared about 4 times, so it's pretty clear that goals are an important part of metacognition. Chopuis suggests that making learning goals clear is important, and also have students help define quality. Students should be able to self-assess and track their own achievement toward that learning goal as part of the feedback loop. Students who know about different kinds of strategies for learning, thinking, and problem solving will be more likely to use them. Notice Pintrick says that students who know about, not students who use. So it's more important that students know about metacognition than it is that they just use the strategies. Some of those strategies that they could use and should know about is that they know the learning objective. Chopuis suggests making the learning goal clear and understandable. If they don't know what they're supposed to be learning, how are they supposed to be able to self-assess on that? An example of Chopuis strategy 1 is after an open book, open resource whiteboarding activity, a student will be able to diagram, label, and explain the water cycle with 6 of the 7 following steps. Notice that there is a condition and a degree for this one. Students should also be able to define quality, and they should help define quality. This is Chopuis's strategy 2, and this allows them to see and define for themselves what makes this work good and how can I make mine good or better. This is an example of how what you could show to students. Obviously, you would take the names out; it would be anonymous, but you would show your students a good and a bad work. This is obviously not such a great thing to see a student put forth as their effort, and the other one is much better. Chopuis's self-assessment and metacognitive strategies also include teaching students to self-assess. Strategy 4 is self-assessment and setting goals for next step. This covers where am I going, how do I get better. A couple examples of self-assessment strategies include the stars and stairs, which allows for them to assess their areas of strength and their areas of improvement. You can also use faces and thumbs up, thumbs down, that kind of stuff, for them to assess themselves as they're working on something or as you're lecturing. Students should also be able to track their work, reflect on, and share their learning process. Chopuis's 7th strategy is really all about metacognition in terms of students being able to track what they do and track their progress. A process portfolio is one kind of way that students can track their growth, and it allows them to see their process as they work on a single project. There's also project portfolios, which contain all of their projects that they worked on through the year. And there's growth portfolios that show how they've grown in a single way, or through showing what they've done. So lastly, I hope that the methods mentioned in this presentation were helpful. For more information, you can check out any of the following resources. Obviously, it's very clear that metacognition is extremely important in the classroom. It's completely impossible for students to perform and be expected to learn without going over and learning what they're supposed to learn, and knowing what they're supposed to learn. All the experts agree that it's important, and all of the strategies that they suggest are intended to help improve metacognition. I hope that you enjoyed my presentation. This was my first ever Ignite talk. Thank you for your time. I look forward to seeing yours. Have a good day.